It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
It's Monday, June the 5th, 2023. I'm Bob Rectenwald. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Kelly's, and this is the morning show on XL7-TV. How are you,
It
sir?
is. It is.
It's the morning show. I can tell you that.
I am doing pretty good. I'm doing all right.
You're doing
How are
all
you?
right. Well, I'm doing all right.
Do you do a lot of mowing?
I'm doing all right.
Means you did a lot of mowing.
It was a busy weekend.
Well, that's good. Get you caught up.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't do a lot of mowing. Had a funeral I had to go to on Saturday, and that kind of took up the whole afternoon. So we got an early start. I think we mowed 5 Saturday morning up till about 12:30. After that, it was family time.
I see that. I get that.
Yesterday, didn't get out and do anything. We hauled a little bit of hay for Robert and
Yeah, like 40 bells.
worked in the yard. And tonight, however, will be a different story.
Tonight you're working.
Tonight will be a different story. Yeah.
I just worked around the house, worked on some projects I needed to. One of my boat trailers needed tires, so I changed them out and went down to the farm yesterday for a little bit and did some stuff down there. So just playing catch up. It was warm out there though.
It was a little bit warm. Mm-hmm.
A little bit warm out there.
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
It's
I'm not
summer.
complaining.
No, because you'll be over there whining, man, it's cold outside.
No,
it's cold
I'm not
outside.
the whiner. And I don't mind it cold outside. I like the wintertime. I like the change of seasons. I really do.
See, I don't mind it cold outside either. I don't mind it hot either, though. I sit in my office all day with the heat on, so.
I'm kind of one of them, though. It's going to be cold outside. Let it snow. Let it be pretty.
I don't use my air conditioner in my car unless my wife's with me.
I have to say I use mine. Mine stays on. But I'm not in and out like you are. And back when I did construction, I couldn't turn my AC on in my truck. I'd be ruined getting back out and having to work.
See, I'd rather just be warm.
Yeah.
And
You can put the windows down as you're driving and let that air get across you. But yeah, I did never turn
running
the
air
AC
conditioning.
on.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. And they keep it so stinking chilly in that office that I just go ahead and have that heater ready to go. So,
There you go. There you go.
yeah. Anyway, it's time for the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. 29 locations serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. With all our respect is not just their motto, it's the way they do business. They do it very well. Renata Jenkins-Biley and her staff have been recognized as one of the #1 funeral homes in the state of Arkansas for quite a number of years. So now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for who you are and what you mean to us in our lives. Lord, we just thank you for letting us be born in the great United States of America. Lord, we just pray that you will wake up our government and let them know that they need to get things back in order. Lord, we just pray that you will give them the guidance and the leadership that they need to get us out of the slump that we are in, get us out of the unnecessary things that we are also doing. And Lord, we just pray that you will continue to keep us safe as a nation, as a state, and as a person. Lord, we just praise you for what you do for us. And Lord, we just want you to know that you are the Most High and that we need you back in our lives and in our world. Lord, we just thank you and we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, Highway 5 North, past Hospital Drive. Look for the biggest American flag you've ever seen. Pull in there, go talk to them about pre-planning, funeral services, cemetery plots, mausoleum plots, and such. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. 870-425-2161 is their number. If you don't know where the nearest roller is located to you, give them a call. They'll be glad to help you. Roller Funeral Home. Now it's time for a quick road. Quick road?
Quick road.
Make that quick turn.
Quick road down.
Quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 870-405-0793 is their phone number. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the weather, the dam report, the lake levels, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lemac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views, this is what you get to see today. Woo-hoo. Just a great shot from Marion County, Arkansas, back into Baxter County, Arkansas. That's the city of Cotter. And that's the beautiful White River. Over to your left is the Rainbow Bridge. Behind it is the old Trellis Bridge. To your right would be Contractors Trust and the Railroad Depot. Straight ahead would be the ballpark in the city of Cotter. Way off in the distance to the right would be the city of Mountain Home. To the distance in your left would be the city of Bull Shoals. And way, way off, straight ahead, would be the state of Missouri. Beautiful shots. They call that the Z-clips.
The Z-clips.
The Z-clips.
The Z-clips. I'm trying to bring up the other... It was down this morning. I got it back up and going, and then I copied the wrong URL. So
nice, Scooter.
I'm fixing it right now as we speak. Let me bring up the change.
A great shot. You can go to retiredarkansas.net, click on MLS listings, and see what's available in our area. If you see something that you have interest in, give them a call at 870-405-0793. Because things don't last for sale here very long. So you might want to pick up the phone and give them a call.
I got it.
There you go. There's another shot. Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It does.
You're not a big river fisherman, and I'm not a big fisherman at all. But when I go, that's where I go, to the White River.
I like fishing.
We'll run through some temperatures. City of Mountain Home is 63. Harrison is 61. Batesville is 66. Yellville is 63, Marshall is 63 as well, Salem 65, Mountain View 63, Calico Rock 63, West Plains, Missouri is 65, Springfield, Missouri is 63, Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 68, St. Louis, Missouri is 60 degrees, a little bit chillier there in St. Louis. That's probably one of my favorite shots right there.
Yeah.
Especially it's got the little smoke coming off the water, a little bit of froggy water.
Smoke on the water.
Keep your day job, Scooter. Let's take a look at the radar.
All right.
As the radar across the whole United States, looks like there's a little bit of rain in Nebraska, some into Kansas. Very scattered showers in Oklahoma, scattered showers in Texas. But for Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, dang, I can't talk today. Tennessee.
I'm laughing with you.
Mississippi and Alabama. All looks good. A little bit of rain down around New Orleans this afternoon. Let's zoom into the state of Arkansas. See if there's anything that pops up that the wide span didn't show. A little bit of showers around Hot Springs. It doesn't look like it's going to hang around for very long. But from Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville to Jonesboro, Fort Smith over to Memphis, Conway, Little Rock, Benton, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Greenville, Mississippi, and Texarkana. It all looks pretty clear. Watches and warnings. We have nothing in the great state of Arkansas except for this little flood watch here. That's been there for a couple of weeks. I'm not quite sure what this is up here. So maybe flood watch. Air quality in Texas, and a flood warning right up here in the panhandle of Texas. 7-day forecast. Mostly sunny, then a slight chance of thunderstorms today. High 89. Chance of thunderstorms tonight, partly cloudy, low of 61. Tomorrow sunny, 89 degrees. Mostly clear tomorrow night, 62. Wednesday, slight chance of storms, high of 91. Slight chance of storms Wednesday night, low of 64. Thursday, sunny, chance of storms, 83 degrees. Thursday night, mostly clear, low near 58. And Friday, sunny, high of 85. Friday night, going to be a low of 58. 20% chance of rain on Saturday, high near 87. Saturday night, going to be low near 63. Sunday, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, high near 83 degrees.
When it gets this hot and humid, you always got a little chances that are going to pop up. And
yeah, they're never right.
No.
Tree pollen, low today, none tomorrow, none on Wednesday. Grass pollen, moderate today, very high tomorrow, very high on Wednesday. Ragweed, low today, none tomorrow, none on Wednesday. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk, 557.43, which is 5.43 above full pool of 552. Not currently generating anything at this time. Lake Bull Shoals, 661.96, which is 2.96 above full pool of 659. They are currently generating 6. That's the lake level and dam reports and all the temperatures and the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. I say they're busy, but never too busy to help you. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June. Up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse. With no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home. Out toward the bypass on 178 East, just past Buzzard Roost Cutoff Road. You'll know you're there when you see the mower in the air.
There you go.
Got her down, Pat?
You got it down. There's mowers everywhere.
I'm just going to say, the only thing is there's mowers everywhere.
But they're in there.
But
I'll give you that.
There is
They're
one
about one of the only places I've ever seen where the mowers are in the air.
There's
like
a
that.
mower in the air, yeah.
That is impressive.
Mower Warehouse is the local authorized dealer for Ferris mowers, where they have the cool coil suspension.
Cool coil spring suspension.
I like the cool coil suspension.
Cool coil.
However, I'm not sure how it works very well, but
I've messed with them a little bit. They've got the front.
I understand the concept behind it. But if you're cruising along, I'm not sure how well it'll keep up with you.
It moves pretty good, though.
They have parts and service about anything that you can buy. Before you go buying off of eBay or Amazon, give them a chance over at Mower Warehouse and let them check it out for you. See if they've got it or how quick they can get it. As being a dealer for all those parts, they can probably get it quicker. They also sell generators, and they'll work on about anything. And if you can't get your mower to them, I've heard they'll come to you.
Yep. Yeah, they and I know they deliver and pick up, and they'll work on mowers all over, and they'll take care of you. Just give them a call.
Something I want to talk about that's on Facebook. So
I do want to mention this real quick because this is the last month that they're running the big rebates. Right now they've got mowers that are up to like $500. They do have a $1,000 one, but that's a big commercial. Most of the mowers are about $500 savings right now as far as rebates. So if you're looking for a mower, now's the time to buy.
Keep talking, Scooter. I'm trying to find something about the little Lego League here.
Okay.
Bomb Squad.
Okay. I'll talk a little bit more about Mower Warehouse, but they have got parts from wall to wall, and and they carry it for all brands. It doesn't matter. I get a lot of my parts from them, and a lot of times they have them in stock, or sometimes get them in faster than what I can get them in for. So, parts or service, they work on anything. Just give them a call or bring it over, or whatever you need to do. They'll get you taken care of, get you tuned up for the season, get you ready to go. Still looking?
I found it, but I ain't finding what I want. But I know it's they're doing a fundraiser for the Little Bomb Squad. It's a spaghetti dinner. It's $15. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to keep looking.
I wonder how the putt-putt thing.
Well, I was kind of wondering that too.
I mean, I almost went and did that.
Almost?
Almost.
What was your holdback?
It was you had to have a team.
You had to have a team? You didn't call.
Well, I thought it was weird to do 5-man teams. They should have done 6-man teams, and the couples could have just kind of joined in.
Well, you always got that oddball friend,
Oh, yeah. You got that plus one.
Always got the plus one. The third annual Kick Cancer in the Bass Tournament for November the 4th. The Pites Cancer Sport House of Mountain Home will host that. Be fishing on Lake Bull Shoals on November the 4th. The tournament registration will be open until the Corps of Engineer allowance of 75 boats is filled. The entrance fee for boat is $250 for a 2-person team. For tournament registration and details, you can call Pites Cancer Support House at 870-508-2273. Registration will begin on September the 18th. Proceeds from the Bass Tournament and will benefit programs and services of Pites Cancer House, one of 4 unique community health education and support houses of Baxter Health in Mountain Home. Supported by the Baxter Health Foundation, funding through the fundraising events and private donations. All programs and services of Pites Cancer House are offered free of charge to the patients, families, and community members. Give Melissa Hudson a call at 870-508-2273 for more information. How about that, Scooter?
There you go.
We're still looking for some sponsors for that. Sponsorships are open until the 10th. To be on the poster, the flyer, or the T-shirt, give them a call. Let them know you want to be either a $5,000, a $2,500, a $1,000, a $500, or a $100 to $500 donor, and they'll get you on the poster, the T-shirt, and the flyers. Pites Cancer House is one of those amazing things that they do at Baxter Health. Scooter?
What else you got?
Well, I really want to talk about that fundraiser, but I'm going to have to look it up during the break.
Okay.
The Fredberry Crooked Creek Nature Center provides educational opportunities for local youth. They are located just past Yeovil, just in the bend there at Yeovil, just past the barbecue spot there. The Nature Center is just pretty cool. Have you ever been out there?
I have not. I've heard a lot of good things, though.
It's got some school board election stuff. Today is the last day for early voting for the school board election.
I need to get over there.
Your choices are Scott Bryant or Scott Booth. We need you to get out and vote for whoever you think will do the best job for the Mountain Home Public School District. And that'll be finished up tomorrow. So if you haven't early voted, you need to do that today before 4. Or get out and vote tomorrow at your local polling area. Other than that, Scooter, I don't have a whole lot to talk about, so we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, have a little bit of Monday morning sports update, and then we'll have some guests come in after that. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
Be right back. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Monday morning sports update. Really quick. Not a whole lot to talk about.
No, it's all school sports are pretty much winding down. I mean, football's in the preseason and stuff like that. But as far as games,
the Mountain Home Locker Room American Legion game, American Legion team wrapped up a tournament over in Fort Smith by losing its opener in bracket play. And then the locker room was toppled 11-2 by Russellville. Mountain Home falls to 4-2 in the season. They will continue. They will play again on Friday at the American Pride and Freedom Tournament in Mayfield, Kentucky on Friday. Let's see what else we got here. McCloud, American Legion team will have a home game against Harrison at Cooper Park. That game is scheduled to start at 5:30. And the Alley White team gets swept at the Harrison opener over the weekend. They were beat by Harrison 5-4. So that's the way the American Legion teams are starting off. Arkansas Razorbacks got slobbered.
Did they?
Oh gosh, it was 20-5 against TCU on yesterday. They got their game on Saturday. Got rained out, so they played it yesterday. They got beat 20-5. They turned around and beat Santa Clara to stay in the tournament. They won that game last night. That didn't finish out till about 10-15 last night. Big Creek ran away with the West Plains at West Plains with the Moar Cup. I think this is their fourth year to win that. It's a singles tournament that was held at the West Plains Country Club. Congratulations to the team from Big Creek. And that's about it. I know the Mountain Home Diamonds played a bunch of softball over the weekend, and I think they showed very, very well. It was very, very good for them. Any off-season sports going on with you guys for wrestling, or you got your kids off?
No, everybody's kind of off right now. We're trying to put together a strength training thing. I know some of the kids are wanting to do that, but trying to work around people's schedules, and it's kind of a juggling match because once the school ends, kids are, getting jobs and doing stuff. But I do know they got a wrestling camp going on this week at the high school. Not sure exactly how many's supposed to be there, but hopefully they got a good turnout.
Should be good. That's for the boys?
Boys and girls. Anybody that wants to go. 8 to 18
up through high school.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be from Mountain Home to go.
They've got some kids from other areas coming in.
Get that taken care of. It'll be a good time. And again, I apologize. I just cannot find that information on the Little Bomb Squad. I know they've got a spaghetti fundraiser and a basket bingo is what they're calling it. It's coming up very soon. It may even be tonight. And during commercial breaks, I'll continue to try to find some more information on that. But that's about all I've got this morning, Scooter. With high school sports wrapping up, it's
not a whole lot.
A little bit slow for.
It'll pick back up.
Oh yeah,
always does.
Going to be starting to do our Monday morning business spotlights. Hopefully, we'll start with that week from Monday.
Sounds good.
All right, you're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday Morning Sports. My guest this morning is Coach Jason Morris. He coaches the Alley White team, and Coach Brody Nimeyer. Am I saying that right?
Yes, sir.
He coaches on the McLean team. They're with the Mountain Home American Legion baseball system. How are y'all this morning?
We're good.
Doing good.
Doing good. Coach Morris, let's talk to you first. Coach, who are you? Where are you from? What's your background?
Okay, well, I grew up in Cave City, Missouri, or Cave City, Arkansas, but I spent a majority of my adult life, I guess, so to speak, teaching and coaching up in Missouri. And I've been down here in Mountain Home area now for 3 years as the assistant principal at Pinkston, and now I'm assistant principal here at the Mountain Home High School.
What year did you graduate from Cave City?
95.
1995. Did you ever know any Bradleys down there?
A couple. Yep.
We'll talk about that off the camera.
There you go. All right.
Introduce your coach sitting next to you.
Okay. Well, this is Brody Nimeyer, and like I said, he coaches the other junior Legion team.
Yep, the McCloud team. A little bit about me. This was my first year for high school baseball. I coached at Izard County, small 2A school. This is I believe it's my 5th summer doing this McCloud Legion team, and I know I'm super excited to get this season going this summer.
Where did you go to school?
I graduated from Viola in 2016.
Okay.
Yep.
Viola's got a good baseball history.
Yeah, we did. We made it to the state finals my senior year. We failed to Armorel, but they usually do have a pretty competitive team every year, though, for sure.
How long have you been in the coaching role?
Well, this team was really my first ever coaching role, I guess, and I think this is my 5th year, like I said. So it's been about 5 years so far.
Did you play for Lester?
Oh yeah, total. This is probably my 9th or 10th year in this program, the Mountain Home Legion program, and Yeah, like you said, I played for Lester, and he was the first one that kind of gave me an opportunity to actually coach. So, yeah, Lester's been awesome for me, for sure.
Jason, what got you involved in the American Legion program?
Just, like I said, I've got kiddos that play, and like I said, I've been involved with American Legion since I played back in, the mid-'90s down in Batesville. And we always come up here to the big tournaments. And we've been, I've been playing in it for several years back in those days. And I coached several Legion teams when I was still coaching high school. And like I said, very familiar with it. And just like what it kind of offers for the boys. And it's a good chance for some of your kiddos to get to play with kids that they don't get to play with. They're big rivals with these guys. And, we're going to go from, rivalry to teammates. And to me, that's a nice benefit that the American Legion brings to the table.
You played at Cave City.
Yes.
Where did you go to college?
A couple different places. I went to Lyon College a freshman year, and then I went out to Hillsdale College out in Moore, Oklahoma for a couple years.
Okay.
And then came back to Williams Baptist and finished up, and then I actually graduated then from Arkansas State. So I've been around it when it came to getting my bachelor's degree.
Did you play ball at all places?
Everywhere but Arkansas State. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you teach before you got into the administration, or?
I did. I was a math teacher. And coached, like I said, coached baseball for, I guess, right at 15 years at the high school level, and dabbled in basketball a little bit, but it's fun. But like I said, it was one of those, I always came back to baseball, any chance I had. It's just a different sport. It's one of those things that I think, as far as just what it teaches kids, whether they go on and play college ball or make try to do something down the road with it, it's one of those that they're always going to have to learn how to deal with their failures. And that's what I try to teach my kids that play for me, is life's about failing and getting back up, and that's the way baseball is.
Mm-hmm. Brody, where did you go to school?
Like I said, I graduated from Viola. Then my freshman year of college, I went to Harding University, and then from there, I kind of traveled around like Jason also. I went to Harding, then I went to North Ark here in Harrison for a year, and then I went my last 3 years at Williams Baptist.
Did you play ball?
Yeah, I played baseball every year at all.
Everywhere you went?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Baseball for American Legion around these parts has been a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems to have been I never played, so I don't know for sure, but it seems to have been a successful program for a long, long time in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Lester White is pretty much known for the Legion program, and of course the locker room being their sponsor, and then the field that they've got at Cooper Park. How does our facilities match up to some of those y'all play on in different locations you play?
I mean, I just know, just this program in general, I mean, I know it personally because I've been through it. Like, my brother played in it. My dad has been coaching it, helping Lester coach it for over 20 years. I mean, Lester's been doing it forever. And, I mean, I can't really speak for other programs throughout Arkansas, but it would be tougher for there to be a better ran program, I think, than this Legion program. I know Lester, and we have a Legion board that runs things pretty much year round. I mean, they have fundraisers, they have like the poker tournament, they sell Christmas trees during Christmas, we have a cake and pie auction. I mean, they're doing stuff year round to, like you said, just kind of improve, get us money. They get new jerseys just about every year for the locker room. And yeah, our facilities, like you said, I mean, we have a really nice field there, the Lester White field at Cooper Park. I just know this program is awesome that Lester puts together. Just overall, every summer he provides for these kids around this area, and I mean it's a great opportunity for them.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the structure of how the Legion work plays out. The locker room seems to be the older boys. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
And then it's the lesser experience or the younger boys drop down, and that's where you guys come in as coaches for those other two teams. Give me the breakdown on how that works for y'all.
Well, really last year and this year have been the first 2 years where we have two younger teams. It's typically just like the locker room team. It's usually kids that are 17, 18, 19 years old. Some kids will come back from college if they're young enough, depending on where their birthday falls, and they can still play for the locker room. But typically there's just been one younger team every year. But like you said, like the last 2 years, it's the two younger teams. It's usually kids like 14, 15, 16, maybe a couple of 17-year-olds that play for us typically, and then they're considered, like, I think we're the single or double A teams, and the locker room is like the major team. Yeah, triple A. Yeah,
I think it's triple A. Yeah, but you just, I mean, kind of to talk a little bit about that too, if you don't care. You know, I think you was talking about the area and what Lester White's done with the program, and you know the fact that we have 3 teams. You know, 3 competitive teams. You know, it just says a lot about the baseball in this area. You know, like I said, not just at Mountain Home, but you know, like I said, I've got kids that play in the state tournament at the 1A, 2A level that they're playing with us, and so I think that goes a lot about just the baseball in the area, and like I said, what he's done, and you know, the opportunity that he gives these kids during the summer with what he does. You know, is they're able to carry that back to their high school teams, and I think that in general makes baseball better again. And then it comes back to, you know, like I said, we've got almost 50 kids, or a little over 50 kids, getting a chance to play baseball beyond at the high school level here, at the Legion level. So it's I think it's a good thing, and just says about the baseball in the area, and you know, the whole area, not just Mount Home, but all the surrounding counties, and baseball is important.
So you're coaching the Allie White team. How many players do you have on your team?
I have 15 currently.
Okay. All from Mountain Home, or from some of the smaller towns around?
I've got a nice mixture. I've got 4 kids from North Fork, 3 from Viola, a kid from Dora, Missouri. I think 3 kids from Mountain Home, a couple Yellville, a gentleman over from Yellville Summit. So we've got a nice collection, and you know, that's what makes it tough. Is we're taking all these kids that know each other, they've played against each other, they've hit against each other, and now we're, you know, trying to make them into a team. And so it's taken us a little bit to put our pieces together, because you know, most of the time those kiddos at that side of the school, they're better, they're the good ones, so they're playing shortstop. Even in Legion, I only need 1 shortstop, you know, so we're trying to put some pieces together, and but it's fun, you know. I mean, they're excited to be out there and learning to play with each other.
Brody, out of the 2, you've got the more senior team, the more experience, been around the program a little bit longer. How's your team made up? How many players do you have?
We have 16. I think everyone is from Mountain Home besides we got 2. We have 1 from Flippin and 1 from Norfolk.
When it comes time for playing and travel, do y'all travel together, or the team's totally separate and they travel different tournaments at different times?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much separate. I mean, I think we'll both play in our, like, the AA state tournament, I believe, so we'll both be in that. But other than that, we have our own schedules, and we're pretty much separately from each other.
And I believe I read something that the McCloud team will be playing in the Classic?
Yes. There's been a couple of years where the team has to pretty much, we're not originally in the Classic, but there's been a team, I think, that dropped out, so they kind of replace that team if that ever does happen. It's happened for a couple of years that a team has to kind of drop out last minute, so yeah, we just fill their spot. So yeah, we're going to be in the Classic this year.
How's your team fared so far this year? Season's just started,
yeah,
basically.
We're 4-0 so far. We have played Imboden twice. I think there's pretty much an extended high school team of Sloan Hendricks, but yeah, we've done really good. I don't remember all the scores to those 4 games, but we did beat them 4 times. It's a really good group. I mean, I know Jason here probably knows them a little bit better than I do. He's been around them a lot, but I know they're super athletic, and they've been playing together, I think, pretty much their whole lives. So they mesh together really well, and it's definitely showed so far this summer.
Jason, how about the Allie White team? How are they faring so far this season?
Well, we didn't get quite as quick of a jump as you know, the McCloud bunch, just because it was kind of didn't know, we were really not sure we were going to have this team this year until the numbers came out. So we just played our first game on yesterday, and we dropped a doubleheader to Harrison. Played pretty well, but like I said, we lost in 8 innings, 5-4, and then dropped a nightcap 6-4. Had some chances in both games, but had some learning. We did some learning yesterday, and that's what I told the boys after the game. Hey, mistakes happen. We're going to mess up. We're going to put our stuff. Things are going to happen. How do we handle that? Hey, did we learn from it, or are we going to make the same mistake again? And so we had a lot of learning opportunities yesterday, and that's what we want in the early going, and that's what I tell them. We want to be ready to compete in July down at the state tournament, and so early on, we're like I said, that's all we've got. This week's busy. We got 6 more games this week, so
6 games this week.
We play 6 games this week, so we're going to see what kind of pitching staff we got.
Are all your games doubleheaders?
Yes.
So you'll be playing on 3 different days.
Correct.
When do you start? Tonight?
We have today off. Then we play Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then we'll take the weekend off. And then I think we're back in action next Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday the next week. So it's that's one thing about Legion. You don't have a long time to sit around and lick your wounds. You're going to get back out on the field and see what happens.
How about you, Brody? When do y'all play again?
We play tonight actually at 5:30 at Lester Whitefield. I think I'm pretty sure it's Harrison. So yeah, we'll get to go up against them tonight. And we also have 6 games this week. I think we're going tonight, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we have doubleheaders for 3 nights in a row now. So yeah, we have a busy schedule also ahead.
You mentioned the win-loss record. In sports, everybody's worried about having that perfect season and having that perfect game and winning everything. And I coach youth football for 17 years here, and my thing is it's not all about the winning and losing. It's about the teaching and the learning. Mm-hmm. And this is just a stepping stone to get on to bigger and better things down the road. And with the ability to have this third Allie White team for the Legion system here in Mountain Home, in my opinion, it's just going to keep kids coming out.
Yes.
And keep them involved and give them something to do during the summertime, and be a stepping stone to get into maybe the McCloud team or even up into the locker room team. Mm-hmm. With the history that we've had, the success that the program has had here, I can just see it continuing to grow.
Yeah, and it's definitely, and I think that's one of the, I think when we have a little bit of success and then these high school kids take it back to their high schools, and then that increases their success, they're going to bring more kids back, and which in turn is going to make it more competitive. The more competitive it is, the better we're going to be. The better we're going to be, the more success here, and it's going to cycle. And I think that's what I think both of us are hoping for. This. I told my kids the other night, hey, my job for you to go back to your high schools and win a state championship. When you take that back to your high school, I'm going to count that as a success too. And hey, we'd love to win a Legion one, but at the same time, I understand at the small schools that those state titles don't come around very often.
However, in Viola, they happen to come a little more frequently. Is that
if you're a Longhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brody, you don't look old enough to have a child playing.
I do not yet, no. No.
Coach Morris, you do. Do you have 1 or 2 sons playing?
I have 2. I have one on the older bunch that's playing with Lester, and then I've got one that's just barely old enough to be playing. So I've got 2 boys involved.
So you're coaching one yourself?
Yes.
Who helps you coach your team?
Luke Morris has been helping me some, and then he helps coach first base, and like I said, he's through some bad practice, so he's basically my assistant.
And who helps you, Brody?
His name is Jake Hudson. He's one of my buddies I played baseball with in college, and he kind of grew up through the program too, and played for Lester. So Lester definitely let him kind of join and help me. He started last year, I believe, with me. So yeah, but Jake's helped me last year and this year.
Cool.
Yep.
Sounds good. It's time for a quick break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday Morning Sports. We'll be back.
I do want to mention something right before we go out. I did find some information on that.
So did I.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
It is like all in one. It's Dining for a Cause, Spaghetti Dinner, and Basket Bingo. It's all in one. It'll be on June 15th, 2023. All proceeds to the Little Bomb Squad Lego Robotics, and it'll be at the Veda Shed Community Development Center. It'll be a great night for family fun, and we'll have spaghetti dinner, basket bingo, silent auction, and robot reveal.
That'd be a good time, and it's a good cause. Go buy you some baskets and some spaghetti.
There you go. Support them. Gotta support them.
Time for a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June. Up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're talking to Jason Morris, who is the coach of the Allie White American Legion team, and Brody Nimeyer, who's coaching the McCloud team. They're part of the American Legion baseball program here in Mountain Home. And now we want to kind of talk about the breakdown of your teams and who you've got playing for you. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead. Give me a go.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Jump on it.
I have the McCloud Junior Legion team, and I'll just let me go over my roster real quick,
Sure.
I guess. In no particular order, really. My kids are Noah Dickerson from Mountain Home, Nate Henderson from Mountain Home, Aiden Schrabel, Jordan Corbett, Jackson Westcoat, Jackson DeMint, Tate Cudworth, Finley Chafin, Dawson Dunlap, Jackson Corp, Brendan Arkey, Carter Atkins, Maddox Carney, and Wade Miller. They are all from Mountain Home. And then I have Corey Johns from Norfolk and Isaiah Wood from Flippin.
A good mix of young lads, and some of them are sophomores. Some will be juniors, I believe, this year.
Yep.
I recognize the names from football, so you've got some good multi-sport athletes on your team. So athleticism should not be an issue there.
That is one thing I've certainly noticed. I've had them for about two weeks or so now. This is one of the more athletic groups that I've had during this this Legion. I know that is not a problem for them at all. Yeah, like you said, they're really athletic. They put the bat on the ball really well. A lot of these kids have really good arms, so throwing the ball around hasn't been a problem so far. And I mean, they've just been really solid all the way around so far, from what I can tell. So they're making my job a lot easier so far.
Good. Coach Morse, what's your team look like?
All right. Like I said, we got kiddos from several different spots. From down in Norfolk, we have Cody Foster and Eric Foster, Maddox Chisholm, and Ethan Light. There's a good chance that all four of those kids are going to see some mound time for us. Cody Foster, I think, even pitched for McCloud a little bit last year. So, I mean, he's kind of some of our experience we have coming back for us. So, like I said, we'll rely on him quite a bit on the mound and just being kind of having some experience there, for the guys to kind of lean on to see what's going on here. And he accepts that role. He does a good job. He's not a big rah-rah guy, but he just goes about his business. And like I said, I like that, in a player. From Viola, we've got the Templeman brothers. We got Jarrett and Braxton, and then Jenkins Clifton will do most of our catching for us. Garrett will see some time on the mound and probably hitting somewhere in the middle of the order. Play some third base for us, and then Braxton will get some time out in the outfield. Like I said, they kind of two of the three are kind of older kiddos. I think they'll be juniors or so. So I mean, they have experience playing in the state tournament at the high school level and those type of things. So that helps. They don't get overwhelmed. Very good. Then the Mountain Home kiddos, we have Peyton Bodenhammer. He'll play some first base and do some catching, do some pitching, and just kind of fill several little rows for us. And Owen Morris, he'll play a little bit in the outfield, maybe an infield spot or two here and there. And then Liam Alexander will do some catching for us and maybe play some corner infield for us. Then over at from Cotter, we've got Will Morris. He's a left-handed kid, the only lefty we got on the team, so he'll hit somewhere in the middle. Pretty athletic little left-handed kid. Center field, did a little pitching for us yesterday. Can catch, can play anywhere we need him to. I think he'd try to play short if I'd let him, but it's like, son, you're left-handed, get out of shortstop. And then we have Cole Tilton from Cotter as well. He's a young kid. Him and Owen are both 14, so they're both young kids. But again, they both, the two young guys are the one that got our rally started yesterday against Harrison. We were down 4-0, and one walks, one lays down a perfect bunt, and we go first to third, and things started rolling. So that was exciting to see the older kids see the younger kids kind of step up, and then we hit two shots off the wall then, and here we go. So that was fun. But back to my kiddos here. After that, we got the Bryce Ott from over at Yaleville. He'll play some middle infield. He can play about anywhere. He's going to pitch for us. He's going to be probably in the upper top of the lineup for us batting. Then we have Easton Carter from Dora. Again, he's a kid that plays everywhere. He's used to those type things, so we're going to kind of continue him in that role. He's going to pitch for us. He'll play, like I said, middle infield and hit somewhere, probably in the middle of the order. And then our last one we have is Silas Stevens. He's a little left-handed kid, a little left-handed pitcher from West Plains. He's kind of a younger one as well, and he's going to be some innings eater. He's just a lefty, and he's going to fill the zone up, and he's going to make you hit it to beat him. And so we expect him to eat some innings for us on the mound.
What's the hang-up with a left-handed shortstop?
It's just hard to make the whole feet work don't work. When I have to change my arm angles and change my feet when I field ground balls and turning double plays, it's just it just makes it hard.
I think I remember seeing him suit up at catcher some too during the tryouts.
Yes, he has. In fact, that's something where he'll probably throughout the year he'll get behind the plate, and that's something you don't see very often. And like I said, it even makes it a little challenging for umpires when you got somebody catching with the wrong hand. You wouldn't think that'd be a big thing, but it changes your viewpoint when you're umpiring. So.
When is the Classic?
Oh, I have the schedule on my phone. I believe it's in the middle of July. I'm pretty sure.
It starts on the 15th, 16th,
yep,
17th,
that's
and 18th.
Correct. Yep. And I mean, there's teams from all over the place coming. There was a team from Garland, Texas, but I think that is who we ended up filling their spot. But every year there's like a really good team from Pontotoc, Mississippi. I think we have a couple teams from Missouri. I think we have one from Oklahoma. And I'm going to be missing some, but there's teams from 4 or 5 different states coming to play in that.
Coach Morse, what is the furthest your team will travel?
I think right now one of the furthest games we'll have will be Batesville Southside. We go down there and play them at the end of June. Except for a state tournament. I think our state tournament will either play in Hot Springs or Conway.
Brody, how about your team? What's the furthest?
Pretty similar. Our first game was actually at Sloan Hendricks, so I think from here that's a good around a 2-hour trip. But then also, so our state tournament will be somewhere down central. I think Conway or like Hot Springs, like Jason just said. So those will probably be some of the further ones, I think.
So the locker room has all the big travel games, like they're going to Mayfield, Kentucky, and
yeah, and that's one of the things with the Junior Legion. We don't play a lot of tournaments on the weekends. We kind of stay during the week, and I know for me it helps my group out because a lot of my kiddos, playing basketball, and they got a basketball camp on Friday, Saturday, and this and that, and when you got those kids from the other schools that their athletes have to be athletes, and they have to be involved with the other sports. So this, I kind of like that part that we play during the week, and then they have the weekends to do their basketball camps. And
is there an opportunity for these guys on your team to play with Lester's bunch?
Yes. That's something I think even happened last year. After we kind of get done, if there's a kiddo that's kind of played well or really stepped up, or Lester thinks he might be able to use, whether it's an arm or speed on the bases or just anything, they always have the option. The catch there is, I think, we can only carry 18 kids on a team at the state level.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to leave room there in case somebody does, but at the same time you want to make sure you got 18 kids too.
Make sure you get your roster filled out.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, we appreciate you taking the time to join us. We wish you the best of luck throughout your season. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you tomorrow.